A morphine addiction led to a drink consumed over 2.2 billion times a day. And the man behind it? He died broke, before the world even knew what he'd created. A drug addict invented one of the most consumed products on Earth, not in a Silicon Valley lab, not with investors, but in the back of a pharmacy, while his body was falling apart. His name was John Stith Pemberton. He was 55 years old, and he wasn't living some success story. He was a pharmacist in Atlanta, a wounded Civil War veteran, and he carried a pain that never truly left him. In 1865, during the Battle of Columbus, he was slashed by a saber, an injury that turned into chronic pain. Back then, there was one miracle solution that doctors gave wounded soldiers: morphine. And at first, it worked. Morphine killed the pain. But then it started taking pieces of his life. Years passed, his health weakened, his dependence grew, and by the mid-1880s, people around him saw a man at the end.
He's just another addict. His best years are behind him. He should close the shop and give up.
But here's what everyone missed. Pemberton didn't just want relief, he wanted a replacement. Something that could help him step away from morphine, without falling into something worse. So he did what pharmacists did back then. He experimented, he mixed, he tested, he failed. Again, and again, and again. Not because it was fun, but because he was running out of time. Eventually, he created a drink called Pemberton's French Wine Coca, a tonic that included wine and coca leaf extracts, with ingredients like cola nut for stimulation. And it sold. People liked it. For a moment, it looked like he'd finally found the bridge out. Then the world changed overnight. Atlanta passed local prohibition laws. No alcohol. His successful product? Now illegal. Most people would have quit right there. But Pemberton didn't quit. He adapted. He went back to his lab and rebuilt the drink from scratch. He removed the wine, swapped it for sugar syrup and carbonated water, kept the coca and cola elements, then dialed in the flavor. And on May 8, 1886, he walked into Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta with a jug of dark syrup. They mixed it with soda water, and they sold the first glass for 5 cents. They called it Coca-Cola. Here's the part people forget. That first year, Coca-Cola sold about 9 drinks a day. That's it. 9. It wasn't a hit. It wasn't a movement. By normal standards, it looked like a flop. But something strange happened. The people who tried it came back, again and again. Pemberton knew. There's something here, but his body was failing. The addiction was still fighting him. And he needed money, badly. So he did what desperate people do. He started selling pieces of his formula and his rights, bit by bit, just to survive. Eventually, most of his stake ended up with a businessman named Asa Candler. And then, Pemberton died in 1888. Broke. Sick. Largely forgotten. He never saw the empire. He never saw the brand become global. Today, the Coca-Cola company says its beverages are enjoyed over 2.2 billion servings a day, across 200+ countries and territories. Think about that. A formula mixed at a soda fountain for 5 cents became one of the most recognized products on the planet. And it started with a man the world had written off. A 55-year-old addict. Broke. In pain. Trying to replace the thing that was destroying him. So here's the real story. This isn't about soda. It's about what happens when the rules change, and you refuse to stop. Pemberton had a product that worked, and then prohibition killed it. Instead of quitting, he reformulated. He turned a dead end into a detour. So let me ask you, what obstacle are you treating like a wall? That's actually a doorway? What idea do you have that isn't wrong? It's just in the wrong form for today's market. Maybe you don't need to start over. Maybe you just need to rebuild it. Pemberton never got rich. He never got the glory. He planted the tree, and someone else sat in the shade. But without the seed, without the formula, there's nothing to build. And that's the point. Your circumstances don't define your creation. Your timeline doesn't determine your impact. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop letting setbacks end your story. Make your thing. Reformulate it. Put it out. Even if you never see what it becomes.